Hi, welcome to Soul Steep Tarot. This is me serving you your spiritual tea. This is for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North Node. I'm sorry, excuse me. Um, this is your weekly reading for July 12th through July 18th. We are coming up to a new moon in Cancer. Okay, so this reading is going to be surrounding that. Um, Even though that's the case, this is a timeless reading. So whenever you find this message is when you're supposed to find this message. For the new moon in Cancer, there may be deep emotions running. Okay. Um, it's also centered around home, literally and figuratively. Home meaning your literal home and also your inner home, your inner self. And so some of you may be in the midst of doing some emotional healing, some self care, getting out of that survival mode. All right. So let's see what's going on. Current energies for the sign of Scorpio. What's going on with Scorpio? Three cards, please. Ooh, something sudden changes are going on. You having multiple priorities. There may have been some recent heartbreak. This recent heartbreak may have caused you to make some sudden changes in your life. I love to see the tower, although the tower looks frightening, right? Um, but with the tower, it's always a transformation. There's always change happening. It could be sudden. It could be things that we're planning for. It could be things that we don't want to actually happen. However, I feel like our spiritual team knows what they're doing. The universe knows what they're doing. God knows what He's doing when He makes a upheaval in our life because the change was needed. We're always given opportunities to make a change, but when we don't make that change ourselves, sometimes there's a thing called divine intervention. All right. So, looking at this new moon in Cancer, what emotional layer is the sign of Scorpio being asked to let go at this time? What emotions are they being? Oh, we have the treasure. So, some of you, and I don't know if that came out in a reverse or upright, it literally fell on my chest. So, some of you, and then we have the Queen of Swords. I asked, what are some emotional layers that Scorpio needs to let go or heal at this time? And I feel like they're telling me to 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 let you know that you don't always have to keep your guard up all the time. Um, that to trust in your intuition. What else? Thank you. Hmm. So some of you are creating so many boundaries, right? That it is literally exhausting you. It is literally exhausting you, and you establishing boundaries is just a way to control things. But with this high priestess here, I feel like not only it's just about trusting your intuition, but trusting those that guide you as well. Like you can't necessarily control everything and be able to allow your spiritual team to help you. How can they work through this? How can Scorpio work through this to heal themselves moving forward? I asked, how can they move? How can you move through this? Okay. They're asking you to take action to release any regret, self-doubt, um, like feeling like you've lost something, like you haven't lost anything. If anything, I sometimes like we see the Seven of Cups or whatnot. Some of those cups are not. If you look at the cups and what contains them, some of those cups are not for the right. All right. And so, even though in the Five of Cups, Three of these cups are falling, just like I had said before. Sometimes there's divine intervention. And I feel like what's going on right now with you, probably possibly in the week of July 12th to July 18th, divine intervention is taking place. But you don't have anything to worry because although some things may not work out, you have some other things that can. You just have to be able to see them to turn around and be able to see them. But here, I asked, how can you work through this? Manifestation, the magician, like you have the power to create the life that you want. You have the power. It doesn't mean the power to destroy someone in the process. This is all about you and the positivity that you can bring to your own life to manifest the things that you want. Remember, we have the tower out here, so whatever changes are to happen, they are changing, whether you want them or not. So go with the flow of things. All right, trust in your spiritual team and just start manifesting the things that you actually want. The new moon is all about manifestation. Um, so this is the perfect time for you to do this for your healing. Oh, damn. And then we have the Eight of Cups, asking you to walk away from whatever disappointment that you have. You may have worked hard on this something, you may have a lot of collateral in something, but it doesn't necessarily mean you need to hold on to it. Sometimes we need to let go of everything or just about everything to make things happen for us. I also want you to look at your long-term view. Where exactly do you want to go? Where do you see yourself in the next couple of years or 5 years or 10 years? Are you doing what's necessary to get there? Or are you still in preservation mode, still in survival mode? What new beginnings could take place for the sign of Scorpio in this new Cancer moon? What new beginnings could take place? You may have some difficult decisions to make, and you may be weighing out your options, but you may be celebrating with friends. I see a party, but then there may be some delays again or standstill again. I feel like that's divine timing. And then we still have the Eight of Cups at the bottom, walking away. Things may be, we have indecision here twice with the Hangman. Things may not be happening the way that you want them to at this time. And sometimes that's the beauty of it. I want a clarification on this Hangman. You may have to make a head over heart decision. But be truthful. Be truthful with yourself and then truthful with everybody else. The page of wands for inspiration, discovery, limitless potential. So you have a lot of things going on, Scorpio. But some of it is you having to release control um, of some things. You having to release some control. All right, one card. What does the Scorpio Collective need to know for this next cycle? They already gave me a card. Opportunity. Opportunity always comes to those who are prepared. Always be prepared, and when the opportunity comes, be brave enough to grab it, and it will open up new possibilities. All right, Scorpio, this was your reading, your weekly reading. Be sure to give it a thumbs up if any of these messages resonated with you. Be sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. And until next time, bye.